Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Very good. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Chal raha hai. It's been a month, but
How's the
just
quarantine treating
seeing
you?
your face and the screen lights up.
Thank you.
All okay?
All okay. All perfect. Very good. Going on. So far, so good.
So Farha,
Enjoying the lockdown.
the one
G.
question that has troubled the country and all those who have Amazon Prime on their mobile phones or laptops
Yeah.
across the world, the
Yeah.
question is: did Suchi really cheat on Shrikant Tiwari in The Family Man? Please don't answer that question right now. Please answer it towards the end of this Insta live. But
Okay.
you can tell me how many million people have asked you that question already.
They keep asking me every day. Every day. The first thing, if I post anything on Instagram, if I post any photos or anything on Instagram, the first question they ask me is obviously now. They ask me is when will season two release? The second thing is, Suchi, what you did was not fair. You can't cheat on Shrikant because he's doing so much for the country. He's saving he's fighting for the country, and all you do is go and cheat on him. How dare you? How can you do this? And then obviously, the next person, some people ask, Lonavla mein hua kya? Oh, JK is online, Sharif is online,
मेरा
सच्ची
सूची
मत
मत
बताना.
बताना.
मैं नहीं बता रही हूँ शारिफ, डोंट वरी, मैं नहीं बताऊंगी किसी को, कुछ पता नहीं चलेगा, डोंट वरी.
मतलब पूरा देश और पूरी दुनिया इस असमंजस में है. उनकी आशा कह रही कि सूची ने चीट नहीं किया है, लेकिन दिमाग कह रहा है कि हाँ यार कर दिया उसने.
वेल हम बोल नहीं सकते ना, अगर बोलेंगे तो मतलब देन द you know the whole thing is revealed then, isn't it?
या
So let's keep you audience, let's keep the audience guessing.
बट मे बी प्रिया विल गिव अस अ लिटिल क्लू एट द एंड ऑफ द कॉन्वर्सेशन. फिलहाल हम बात कर रहे हैं अबाउट हर न्यू हॉरर थ्रिलर फिल्म. इट्स कॉल्ड अतीत. इट इज स्ट्रीमिंग नाउ ऑन Z5 starring Rajiv Khandelwal and Sanjay Suri. Uh, Straight away, one part of your own real life Atit that you'd love to see returning to the present.
Would I, one thing in Atit, would I want to return, or
Yeah. No, want to return.
I want something from my past to return? I think probably the moment I joined the industry. I think that's really special for me because just fresh out of college, or just doing, I mean, I was studying in college. Just imagine an 18, 19-year-old girl, college say, matlab, she does a lot of modeling work in Chennai and Kerala and everything. And then all of a sudden you keep getting enquiries about films and things like that. And then you finally get to do a film. So the experience was something great. So I think I would want to revisit that, or I would want that part to come and just see how I was at that point of time and how I was acting and things like that.
Right. I had an Insta live conversation with Sanjay Suri a little while ago,
I
and
I I, I saw it, by the way.
he said रात को देखो तो और मजा आएगा. Now tell
Yeah.
me about if you've had any horror story sharing sessions with cousins and friends growing up in Bangalore.
uh Not see, the thing is, I love horror. Okay, I love anything to do with supernatural, paranormal, anything. I love that. So, वैसे मेरे भाई बहुत फट्टू थे, हैं अभी भी. He's shit scared of horror. He will not watch it. He used to watch it like this, he used to just run away. He used to not anything to do with horror. At 8 point पे ये आ रहा था TV पे, that Z horror show. And I remember just sitting and watching TV like that. And my brother used to just run up the stairs and used to be like, I'm not watching this thing. It's all shit. How can you watch this? I said, it's fun. I mean, look at the way because at that point of time also, okay, I didn't know what horror hai, ye hai, wo hai. I was just enjoying that genre and I was watching it. So I still do watch a lot of horror shows, supernatural series, or anything to do with paranormal movies, anything. So I've not had any sharing sessions with anybody, but I mean, I did share a couple of. I mean, I did get a couple of stories with one of my co-stars when we were shooting for a film. It's a Tamil film called Parithiveeran, which I did in 2006, and So the hero of that film, Karthi. So Karthi and myself, we used to just talk to each other, and we used to share a lot of horror stories. So yeah, he has also told me a couple of them actually.
You've had a 17-year-long career. You've done content in what, 5 languages?
Touch wood. Yes,
2003 debut,
2002.
2002, right? So how much has Priyamani, the person and the artist, changed over the last 17 years, 18 years?
I think obviously a lot, because when you see Priyamani when she started out, and then when you see her post 2007, I think there's a drastic change as in terms of approaching a script and acting and things like that. Yeah, mind you, I've not been to any acting school. I've not been to any so and so. All my acting schools are all my directors. What they teach me, what they taught me, what they still do. Because be it any director for that matter, even if it is a newcomer, even if it is an established director, I mean, each person has his or her own vision to approaching the subject and the character and things like that. Obviously, being if it is a relatively a newcomer, you do have a bit of advantage as to how to make it a little more convincing. Maybe you might not be that convinced with the way that director has approached the character or a particular dialogue or something. So you have the liberty to actually ask or say that why can't I do it like this? Can I do it like this? I don't think it should be like this. You can say it like this, kind of a thing. Whereas when it comes to an established director, obviously you have your doubts. You can ask, but obviously they'll have a they'll know what their vision is. They'll know what the how to approach the character, how to deliver the dialogues and things like that. So I think that is one of the difference. But whatever said and done, I mean, I've enjoyed working in all the 5 languages, and I think I'm one of the fortunate ones, I can say, who has got to. I mean, I've got to work with some of the big names in the industry, and I'm very happy about that.
But you took to facing the camera like fish to water, isn't it? Because you model for Kanchipuram silks and
Yeah, Erode
silks and
Silk, yes,
when you were
Lakshmi
in school.
Silks.
You were in school.
No. This is no. This is when I was in college. When I started out in college was when I started my modeling career. So I got a lot of. That's what I said. No, just imagine a 17, 18-year-old girl traveling to Chennai, getting a portfolio done, and then the photos. The moment my photos were circulated, everybody. I was actually in the mindset that I would do ramp modeling, because I had started off in ramp modeling in Bangalore. And but a lot of people saw my pictures and they said, your face is suited more for print, so why don't you try print modeling rather than ramp? So I said, okay, so maybe they do see something in my face that probably suits for print modeling and things like that. Maybe, I don't know what they saw. So I just kept getting offers one after the other, saris and jewelry shoots and things like that, which is very famous in the South. I mean, you have a lot of sari shoots and jewelry shoots happening. So yeah, I've done my fair share of shoots where I have started off at 9:30 in the morning, and I was always the last one to leave, because obviously I was the center of attraction for that particular shoot, be it the sari or thing. So I've had days when I've done 30 saris. Jewelry was, and obviously everything is real jewelry. So the heaviest of the heaviest jewelry you wear, earrings, necklace, bangles, everything. So yeah, I've been there, done that, shot till 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning. First one to come to the set, last one to leave. So yeah, that I've been there, done that. I still do it, by the way.
Where are those pictures? You could do throwbacks for the next 5 years.
I know, but gosh, I think they're all in Bangalore. I don't have any here in Mumbai. I think half of them are in Bangalore.
Right, so after all those rigorous, long shoot days, you landed your first.
My God, Shahrukh is just going. Sorry to interrupt. Shahrukh is just going on texting Shahrukh. JK.
I love Shahrukh.
I love Shahrukh. He's a sweetheart.
I think someone should then send Mark Zuckerberg a request saying, please allow more than 2 people on Insta Live. Yeah, we can have more people.
Yeah, I know. I think we should. We should ask. I think we should all put a petition to him saying, get more people live on live Instagram. Yeah. Or Instagram Live, sorry.
We can maybe send a request to Mr. Ambani now that they have a working relationship.
Yeah, but I think with the current scenario, I don't know how he's going to help.
Right. And then And then that debut Telugu film Evare Attagadu happened in 2003. Was that it?
Yeah.
How did you land
But
up?
my first ever debut was in Tamil. It was called Kandalal Kaidusai, which means, okay,
Oh.
I'll translate that to you. It means to captivate with your eyes or to capture with your eyes. Kangal means eyes, and Kaidu means to capture. So to capture with the eyes is the literal translation of the title. And so once we finished the first schedule of that film, which we shot in Sri Lanka for about 35 days, and then we had a 11-month gap. So in between this gap, actually, the co-director of that film, Chitra Lakshman sir, he gave me a call and he said, there's this Telugu film. He's a friend of mine, and it's called Evare Atagadu. So why can't you come for the screen test and things like that. So I said, okay, let me see. So I think till date, I have not done a screen test. What was supposed to be called a screen test. I went there, I just put makeup and I just did a look test actually, just for the character and how it's going to be and things like that. So that was the first time I have ever faced a straightener. Somebody straightening my hair and somebody is doing my makeup and I'm looking like this ultra glam thing coming. I'm an NRI girl or whatever the character was. I don't remember. But, I mean, of course, I do remember. But it's like I still remember the very first introduction shot of hers is that she's wearing a half sari and we shot this in Austria. Okay, so Innsbruck. I still remember the place. So we shot this in Austria, Innsbruck. Just imagine. First film, shooting in a place like Austria. I'm wearing a half sari. It was complete. I'm a typical South Indian, typical Telugu girl with a lot of jewelry, and and so she's just coming to India. The scene is she's coming to India, and it's the first time the hero of the film is looking at her, and he's like, I can't believe it that Austria, Innsbruck has such a such an Indian girl, typical like our Indian girl who's looking really good, traditional Indian girl kind of a thing. And then he sort of misses her in the airport, and then when he goes when he sits in the flight, suddenly he sees that she's boarded the same flight, and so she's just checking her seat, and he's like, I'm praying, he's like, I hope she sits next to me, kind of a thing. And as luck would have it, she actually sits next to him, and then the thing is, she's apparently very scared of flying, and the moment the flight's going to take off, she just grabs his hand and she's like, oh my god, I just hope the flight takes off safely and lands safely, kind of a thing. So I had so much of fun shooting for that particular scene because for the life of me, even now, I can't feel shy. When any director says, madam, you have to feel shy, I'm like, I can't feel shy. I don't know. I mean, I will, but I just say I can't feel shy. I mean, it actually takes a little bit of effort for me to feel shy. You give me a bold girl any day, I'll do stunts. I'll do. I mean, up to my capabilities, obviously, capacity, how much ever I can. But feeling shy is something I'm like, oh, should I? And just imagine first time, and that too in Innsbruck, everybody is just gawking at you. They're looking at you like, what is this girl? She's looking so weird in this dress. And okay, half of them. And I had this false hair, which was really long, below my butt and things like that. And people actually thought that was my real hair. And a lot of people came and complimented, saying, "Oh my God, you've got such gorgeous hair." And I said, "Yeah, thanks." Yeah, Indians, we have a lot. It's yeah, all ladies in India we all have long hair, and I still remember. I think 2-3 foreigners they came, and local guys obviously they came and they started taking pictures with me, and I was like, man, okay, there's something. Okay, I don't know whether they were like, oh my God, you're so beautiful, you're looking so nice, I want this dress, and I was like, okay, I'll ask them to stitch one for you, kind of a thing. So I was on cloud 9 at that moment, embarrassed but on cloud 9. Yeah.
Super. A lot of good things have happened in your career very early. You got a film with the great Sir S.S. Rajamouli. You made a film called Yamadonga with him.
Yamadonga, yes.
Yeah. We in Mumbai, or the Hindi content audience, doesn't know enough about him because he doesn't do any interviews. So give us an insight into the man, his style. How is he like? What's he like?
Rajamouli sir is one of the most simplest down-to-earth directors I've ever met. Even now, even after so many years that I've done the film and I come across Rajmali sir anywhere. He has the same warmth, the same that sweet smile on his face. That smile just lights up anybody. He's such a sweetheart. As I said, he's a person full of warmth. Not only him, his entire family, even Rama ma'am, his wife. She's a costume designer. So generally on all Rajmouli sir films, his wife Rama ma'am is the one who does all the costumes for everybody, and they just treat you as family. You're like a family member when you work with Rajmouli sir. And I still remember, I think first day or first after about 2-3 days, I'd just finished my Tamil film Parthi Veeran and I'd come onto this set, and I don't know, I was just looking exhausted was not the word. And I remember Rajmouli sir said after, I think, the first day or the second day of shoot, he said, "Okay, you know what, Priya, you're coming with me right now. I'm taking you to a salon and you are going to get yourself pampered, do manicure, pedicure, do whatever, but you are going to look fresh. I don't want you to look all tired and exhausted. I don't want my character to look like this." And he actually took care. I mean, he just spoils you rotten. I mean, that means, by that I mean you definitely would want to work more and more and more with Rajmouli sir, because as I said, he's so warm. Even Rama ma'am also, they just take care of you so well that on the last day of shoot, you feel like, is it really the last day? I mean, you really want to shoot more and more and more with them. So he's a person full of warmth, and that radiates through the film also, actually, if you see.
Right, so a dream man to work with. But let's talk about horror stories from your career. Since we are sort of trying to promote your horror film now, have there been horror stories as well from your career, saying things went wrong and missed a flight or lost a costume or whatever? Have you had those as well?
So far no, but yeah, just once I've missed a flight my entire life, just once. I was supposed to go for an inauguration to I think this place in Karnataka, and it was pouring cats and dogs in Bangalore. And one place you get stuck in traffic, it's like you just get stuck in traffic throughout till you go to the airport. So yeah, that was the only time I missed my flight. But apart from that, no, I think it's been pretty hunky dory.
You're God's blessed child, then everything's gone fine.
Yeah, and probably thanks to my mom and dad also, because generally they're like, "Oh, your flight is at such and such a time. You have to be there like 2 hours earlier." I'm like, okay. So probably that also is instilled in me. Yeah, even now.
So in 2014, you shot for a PETA ad campaign, asking people to boycott zoos that had caged tigers. Now,
Yeah.
look at what's happened to us. Now we are inside a cage.
Yeah.
Isn't this the best lesson for us
It's the best lesson. Exactly. It's the best lesson, I feel. And in a way, I think it's also a boon that, we're getting to stay at home, because it's the maximum that we stay at home, it's better for us and it's better for everybody also. So we don't get affected and we are not affecting anybody else as well. So in a way, yes, I do say that it's a boon.
So what's a typical day at home like for you these days, and who does the dishes at home?
Shreya Dhanvantri, who played Zoya in Family Man. She's online and she said, super talented, super sexy. Oh, it's Shreya Dhanvantri. Stop it. So yeah,
right.
typical day. Yeah. So a typical day, it's just normal as is there in anybody's household. Get up, because now Ramzans have started for my family here. So yeah, I mean, just get up and do jhadu pocha, do bartan manjna, everything. It's regular, and then only when necessary we just step out to buy groceries and stuff. Apart from that, it's just I just sit at home, watch a lot of series, movies, online, watching Ateet also on ZEE5.
And responding to Family Man questions all day long.
Yeah. Everybody, the first question they ask is, when is season 2 coming out?
So when is it coming out?
People, season 2 will come out soon. Don't worry. We can't immediately release it because post-production work is happening. So I have a feeling that it could probably be by October that it will come out.
I'm going to be speaking to Manoj Bajpayee sometime next week. Is there something I must ask him?
So what is your secret of, we just celebrated his birthday yesterday, so all of us were on a Zoom call, and the entire Family Man, the family of Family Man, we all wished him a happy birthday. He is quarantined. I'm not sure which place he's quarantined in, but He's having fun. I mean, he's having the time of his life. He's enjoying nature, meditation, which he always does. And he's very, very strict when it comes to meditating and all that. So he's like, no, I'm in this thing, so I have to sleep at this time, get up at this time. I have to every day. I think he gets up at 4:30 and he meditates and then goes to work and things like that. So I just want to ask, how can you follow such a regimented life? I mean, it's just, and he looks so fresh and so thing. Obviously now because of quarantine, I mean, he's grown beard and all. So please ask sir when he's going to shave the beard, or is he planning to keep the beard?
I will do this. Now, a lot of people want to know how different is Priya the wife from Suchi the wife?
Lot different. Zameen asman ka farak hai.
बताओ बताओ क्या?
There, well, as I said, Suchi, she wears the pants in the family. She runs the family. Yeah, I mean, obviously, she takes care of the kids and the household and everything. Here, I don't have kids. Thank God for that. But no, I'm not. I don't mean that in a bad way. Please, people, don't take offense. But here, I'm just saying that at least I don't have to cook because I can't cook. And there, supposedly, Suchi is a good cook, as in she cooks idlis and South Indian stuff. So here, I can't cook. And so I'm just happy that, that department has been taken care of. And apart from that, yeah, I mean, regularly there's not much of nok joke between the husband and the wife. And we just get along pretty well. That's what.
So you don't cook,
The
but you
quarantine,
can cook up. Go on,
I
go on.
can cook. I can cook up stories, but cooking, yeah, I can't.
Have badminton skills been passed on to you from your mother, who I believe was a national level player?
Yeah, she has represented India, and I was just telling somebody, I think about 2 days back, that there is a picture which I still have it on my phone. I think it's the 1974 or 76 batch, the Indian team who represented India. And so on one side, so okay, half of them obviously are standing and half of them are sitting. So on the sitting, the people who are sitting from the left, the third picture is Prakash Padukone, and from the from the left, third person was Prakash Padukone, and from the right, third was my mom.
और दोनों की
actually-
बेटियां कमाल कर रही है फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में,
Touchwood,
है ना?
touchwood, yeah.
So you belong to a family which has people with multiple like amazing talents, right? Your Nanima was a Carnatic vocalist, wasn't
She was a Carnatic vocalist in Kerala. Even till today, if you go to Trivandrum and you ask about Kamala Kailas Nathan, everybody knows about her, especially the singers, the playback singers, and everybody know about her. My dad, okay, I haven't told this on air to anybody till now. My dad was a Ranji player, cricket Ranji player.
What?
Yeah. Then my mom has represented India for shuttle badminton. I was a district player for shuttle badminton. My brother was academically inclined, so he is like 99.9% in studies and things like that.
He's running some
And,
coffee plantation business with his
no.
father. So he's stealing
No.
crores.
No. My dad was in the plantation business, but not coffee and all that. It was rubber, basically, rubber estate and all that. But now, yeah, he left that long back, and he has his own factory in Bangalore where they manufacture precision machine tools.
Let's make your Nani proud. Let's have you sing a couple of lines.
Oh,
And since a lot of
God.
your fans want you to speak in Kannada or Telugu or Tamil, maybe you can sing us a couple of lines from your own song, Down South. Come on, go for it.
Okay,
Priya Mani,
you
the
see,
singer.
all of a sudden you're saying sing a song. I don't know what song to sing. Okay, I'll get back to that. Maybe in the end, I'll sing a song in the end.
But your fans want you to say some line in either Kannada or Telugu or Tamil.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಕ್ವಾರಂಟೈನ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಸೇಫ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ. దట్ వాస్ కన్నడ బై ద వే. అండ్ తెలుగు అందరికి నమస్కారం. అందరూ ఇంట్లో ఉన్నారని ప్రే చేస్తున్నాను. అందరూ ప్లీజ్ స్టే అట్ హోమ్, స్టే సేఫ్.
Excellent. Please listen to what she said. I'm sure she said something very nice.
You just know that stay home and stay safe. You couldn't make that out, obviously. Oh,
Right.
somebody here called. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is Khushi, I really happy. I have a huge crush on your husband, ma'am. Thank you so much. I'll pass that on to him.
Correct. You speak what, 5 languages, and you did one film with the great Mani Ratnam in 2 languages.
Eh.
So, what is that legend like?
Oh, I think anybody would actually like, give a right. I mean, you could just give your right hand for money. So I'm so fortunate that just after my film Parthiveeran, I met Mani sir when we were flying to Goa, I guess. And then he said, "Good job in Parthiveeran. I saw the film. Great work." I said, "Thank you, sir." And then he said, "I'll call you soon." I was like, "Okay." What else do you
Wow.
want when a person like Manisa calls you and compliments you on your work? And then, true to his word, actually, I got a call from Madras Talkies. Um, I went and met Manisa in his office, and then he told me about Ravan, and he said, "I'm doing it in 2 languages, in Hindi and Tamil. So I want you to, will you be a part of it?" I said, "Sir, don't ask, just say be a part of it, and I would love to be a part of it. That's it." And the next thing I know, I didn't even think twice. He said, it's got Abhishek Bachchan, it's got Vikram, Aishwarya Rai. I said, "Sir, just order when you want me to come to the set. I'll be there. Don't worry. And don't worry about anything else." So he said, "Okay." And then the next thing you know, he said, "Okay, I just need to test your Hindi." So I said, "Okay." So he took me. So there was a Hindi-speaking assistant director, and then we just sat across each other from on the table, and he started talking to me for like 5 minutes. And he said, "Sir, ये तो मतलब ठीक है, मतलब इनको ले सकते हैं." I'm like, "Thank you." So Mani sir asked, "How do you know Hindi?" So I said, "Yes, sir, Hindi language. Hindi was my second language in school, and so I can read and write Hindi." And so he said, "Oh, okay, not bad." Thank you, sir. So that's how I was on Ravan, and it was so good. I was so nice working with Mani sir. So calm, so pleasant. I've never heard him shouting at anybody, and and every time we used to do a scene, he used to come to me and he used to say, "You know what? I don't want Priya Mani. I don't want Priya to emote. I want the character to emote. I want." Like in Hindi, the character was called Jamunia. So he said, "I want Jamunia," and in Tamil, it was called Vanilla. Vanilla actually means moon. And he said, "I want Jamunia to react. In this given situation, how would Jamunia react? I want that. I don't want Priya to react in this particular situation." So I said, "Okay, sir." So it was actually quite a learning, good experience that I got to work with Mani sir. And yeah, I miss working with him.
How do you switch languages so easily? Are there zones? Telugu zone, Tamil zone? How?
Surprisingly, there have been times when I've got confused with the language, as in you talk to somebody in a particular language, and all of a sudden somebody from another language comes in, and you're like, so you tend to speak the same thing, and when he looks like as if everything is just gone by through his head, that's when you realize that, oh God, okay, what blunder have I done? I'm talking to you in my native language or in another language which you don't understand. So there have been a lot of moments like that, because I did a film with Prakash Raj sir where he directed the film, and Prakash Raj sir and me were the only ones who could speak Tamil, Telugu, Kannada. Fortunately, there were no Malayalam speaking assistants there. So Tamil, because we did this shoot in Kannada and Telugu, and he had Tamil speaking assistants as well. So just imagine, so when you're speaking Kannada, you got Kannada assistants coming in and telling you, Kannada ADs and assistants coming and telling you the dialogue. When it's Telugu, you have the Telugu speaking ones coming in and telling you the dialogue. So actually, you get confused because the scripture is for both are pretty much the same, right? So when somebody comes and when the Telugu guy comes and you're talking to him in Kannada and he's like, "Madam, I am Telugu," you're like, "Oh God, okay, I'm sorry," vice versa. So we both of us actually had a tough time switching languages between Tamil, Telugu, and Kannada with the crew, because the cameraman, the DOP for the film was a Tamil guy. So just imagine you're talking Tamil to him, and then all of a sudden a Kannada speaking assistant comes and you're like, and he's like, "Madam, I am Kannada." Like, "Oh God, I'm sorry," and so it takes time to actually switch. So all that has happened for us. It keeps happening half the time.
That's the beauty of our country, right? So much variety
Yeah,
and so much color and
yeah,
flavor.
yeah,
But is
no
there
doubt.
one Hindi or Urdu word talaffuz that really troubled you? Or line or
Not
line,
really.
dialogue or
No, no.
bindas?
Bindas. I've not had
Bhakti
to
property.
speak any Urdu words till now, so that has actually saved me a little. But Hindi is okay because I kept, they'd given me the script and things like that before, especially when coming to Maidan. They'd given me the lines much before. So all I had to do was just mug it up and just say it. That's all.
So if you had to do a modern day version of Mughal Azam and play Anarkali,
Ayo. No,
that'd
don't
be
ask
fun,
me to
no?
say any lines. Don't ask me to say any lines. I'm not going to say any lines. But yeah, modern version of Anarkali, why not?
With
With
lots of heavy
modern,
duty Urdu lines.
no, it should be like casual, like how we speak every day. That kind of Hindi which is there any day. I'm your man. But
So
yeah,
maybe that's
heavy,
that's a cue for
heavy dude.
that's a cue for Raj and DK, na? Do your own version of Anarkali. I don't know. Maybe
I'm
they can.
sure if they had come up with some concept like this, I'm sure they would have come up with their own lines and they'd be like, "It's okay, you say whatever you want." To. And we in between, I'm sure we'd have switched over into South Indian language also in between.
What's
I
up,
don't think
Salim would
that.
be part of the dialogue, right?
Yo, Salim, man, what's up? Yeah.
Okay, now are you ready with your song?
Ayo, Richard, no.
I will never forget. I will remember.
No, maybe another time. It suddenly,
No,
all of
no,
a
come
sudden, you
on.
just sing a song. I can't get any song. I don't know what song to sing. Okay, let's
Sing.
do one thing. Let's ask the fans what song they would want me to.
They'll ask you to sing a South song. Chalega?
हाँ चलेगा. If I know
Okay,
the
cool.
song, okay, guys, please recommend what song you want me to sing. So I'll sing one line. Not difficult song, easy song. So you tell me which song that is okay. First and foremost, if you want me to sing,
Of
and
course they do.
if yes, please do tell me what song you want me to sing.
They want this live to go on for the next 6 hours because they can just see you
हाँ
and talk.
हाँ
So,
कुछ भी
सच कह रहा हूँ.
कुछ भी.
Someone said Malayalam songs. अरे भाई गाना बताओ कौन सा सुनना है? Which song do you wanted to sing?
I
Specific song बताओ.
don't know Malayalam songs. That's the problem.
Okay, let's talk about a song. While they decide, let's talk about a song that you shot for the King. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yay! Yes, yes, yes,
So,
yes.
so what was that like being around Khan, the great Khan?
Ah. Can't you see? My expression right now is that emoji with two hearts over the eyes right now. I'm like that. I simply loved working with Shah Rukh. I hope I get an opportunity to work with him again. But it was the best 5 days that I've ever shot.
Wow.
We shot over 5 nights, and
That song was shot
it was
for 5
great.
nights.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Because see, first and foremost, generally a song will take only about 3 days. But since it was the first time, I think Shah Rukh was experimenting with the typical South Dappangutu that what we call
Yeah.
the Kuttu song, what we call. I think it's the first time I think Shah Rukh was experiencing something like that. So I'm sure, I mean, he also wanted it to be as authentic and as perfect as possible. So he did put in a lot of hard work because as soon as the shoot got over, I remember the moment you say pack up, the two magic words, I think everybody just wants to run back and catch up on your sleep and things like that. But he was not like that. He actually cotton master and his assistants, and he was learning the steps for the next day. And after he learned them, he used to go back and catch up on his sleep and things like that. And I've never seen anybody do that because you don't need to do that being a person of his stature. You don't need to do anything like that. But he did it, and he's one of the most hardworking actors I've ever come across. And no
Rohit
wonder they
Shetty.
call him the Badshah.
Rohit
Oh,
Shetty speaks
Rohit.
Telugu?
No, he didn't speak to me in Telugu. We were talking in Hindi only. So I remember, I think the first day of song shoot, I was all ready in the vanity and all that. And then one of his assistants came and said, "Ma'am, they want you to, we're ready for you to come on set for the rehearsal and all that." So I said, "Okay." So the moment I went on the set, I'm standing, and then it was a South choreographer, Raju Sundaram. So Raju Master, because I've already done a lot of songs with Raju Master, so he knows that I can dance. So the first thing he said was, "Why did you call her? Why is she on the set?" So they're like, "Sir, rehearsal." No, 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 she doesn't need. You just sit, ma. Let's call sir. We'll get him for the thing. So obviously I was standing beside. No, I couldn't just sit and relax because obviously you have a person like Shah Rukh coming and dancing, and Raju Sundaram who's done almost more than like 5,000 songs. I mean choreographed. I mean, so you're standing there, and he's like, "Priya, go and sit." I'm like, "No, master, it's okay. I want to say, I want to see what the thing is." And I used to catch his assistant, and I used to be like, "Macha, teach me now. What is the step? What is the step?" and all that. So I used to learn much before Shah Rukh came on set. I used to be ready with my this one. So I remember Rohit was like, "What, Ray? You don't want rehearsal or what?" I said, "Sir, I didn't say I don't want rehearsal. Master was saying I'm not. If it's not needed, then you know." He said, "Oh, what? You're a big dancer and all." I said, "No, sir, nothing like that. I didn't. I'm not saying that I'm ready for rehearsals." He was just pulling, making the atmosphere comfortable, and was just pulling my legs. So
You should
yeah, it
have
was
just said
fun
जितना
working.
you should have just said जितना आसानी से आप गाड़ी उड़ाते हो फिल्म में उतनी आसानी से मैं डांस कर लेती हूँ.
Ha, you all that is good to say now, but when you actually face the person, you actually are tongue tied at that moment.
Right.
Yeah,
Excellent. So let's come back to your film Ateet, which is streaming now on Z5.
on Z5.
A lot of
Yes.
right. So horror. Is this the first time you've done horror? And tell us a bit about a
Horror
little bit more about this.
genre, horror genre for Hindi audience is the first time, but I have done this genre quite many times in the South. But this kind of a treatment, I think, yes, it's the first time that I've done. Even I've not done this kind of a treatment in the South also, because generally in the South you have, ghosts coming in on your face and screaming, and you're like all that kind of a thing, or you'll have a you'll have an eerie music passing by. But this is not like that. It's treated in a very, it's treated very subtly and very. And the background score is also very, very less. I guess that's how Tanuj wanted it, and so it slowly pulls you in actually, and you get hooked on to the film till the end. And so I just love the way Tanuj treated the whole film, and obviously all our characters, be it Sanjay Suri, be it Raji, be it myself. I think obviously it's between the three of us, right? So uh, I just love the each person, what each person got to their respective characters. I think that also puts Ateet in a different pedestal.
Couple of song requests have come. One is I don't know this song frankly. Munbeva and Munbeva, and
Oh,
there's a song called
I'm very
Rabban
bad.
Gajalu from Yamadoga.
It's called Rubber Gajalu.
Oh,
Gajalu is
so sorry.
bangles.
So sorry. You want to sing that?
Okay. Prasad 216, Rubber Gajalu from Yamadonga. Okay, I'll sing 1, 2 lines. Okay, so no
Make your
middle
nani
tongue.
proud. Make your nani proud.
Oh God. Okay. రబ్బర్ గాజులు తెచ్చానే రిప్పను పువ్వులు తెచ్చానే తానే నువ్వంటే పాడి చేస్తానే నీవంటే పాడి వస్తానే. I know you won't understand the meaning, but it
I love how
means
it sounds.
thank you. You should actually Daler Mehndi actually sang the song.
Wow.
So yeah.
Excellent.
So it was
So
good.
listen, I believe
No more songs. हो गया.
Priyamani's day has 48 hours and not 24. Like
Why?
you are acting in multiple languages.
Yeah.
You are associated with social causes, and then
Yeah.
you go and judge dance reality shows down south. Kaise?
Yeah.
How do you manage so much?
See, dance is something which I was always very passionate about ever since I was a very small girl, right from school. I was very good at, I was very partial towards extracurricular activities, especially dance. So I was always at the center of attraction. I was always either the center girl or, right in the front where people can see you. And, those are the girls who get a little more importance actually. And after school, I went for a freestyle dance course. I did learn salsa as well. So I'm very passionate about dance. I watch a lot of dance-based shows in Hindi and in the South. And I was fortunate enough that people considered me part of their shows. Obviously, I've been judged. I was one of the judges of I've done judging for dance shows in all the languages, all the 4 South languages. And I think one thing about me, I'm not trying to boast about myself, but I think I will not say that I'm the best dancer in the world and I'm really good. No, but the thing is, I'm very passionate about dance, and I get to learn something new from what even the contestants do. And probably the thing is, I can say that because I watch a lot of shows, I watch a lot of videos online and things like that. I guess that's how I probably know a bit of the form and things like that. So when somebody does that particular form, when they perform for it, So I will recollect what I saw, and then I would connect both, and I'd be like, okay, you know what? And I have never been a person to discourage any contestant when they perform. So I always give them suggestions to make sure that their performance is better and better and better, in case they do something like that in the future as well. So that's how is my approach to judging a contestant when he or she dances. I would say, you know what, you could have done this to make it look better, you could have done this to make it look better. And my suggestion to the choreographer would be, to add more things or subtract more things to make your act look complete. So I would give in that sort of an idea. Choreographer is obviously there to give in a choreographic point of view. He would probably say that, but mine would be a generic overall sort of a point of view.
Is it tougher to be on a dance show as compared to a movie set? What comes more
Oh
naturally?
yeah, no. It's actually tough because you have to sit at one place and you have to judge that many amount of performances that you see. It's actually tough if you have to sit for 16 hours and 18 hours and judge,
Wow.
like some 12 dances or how many ever dances they are performing, and it's actually pretty difficult. Your bum sleeps after a while, so you have to get up and stretch your legs for a while and then come back and sit, and you can do that only in between when they're setting up for the act. So you're like, my legs are just, they're just sleeping, so I need to wake my legs up, so go for a small walk and come back, or something like that. But apart from that, generally we've had times when we've had lunch, running lunch. So we'd see the act and we'd just be eating, and then when the camera, like, madam, camera, like, yeah, yeah. So we've done all that. Don't trust me, we've done all that. Yes.
Hmm. Excellent. Someone asked you for a dialogue. I think I'm going to ask you to do us a dialogue, the most iconic, maybe
No,
line that
I'm
you have
I'm
in your
very
career.
I'm very bad at remembering dialogues. I'm very bad at remembering dialogues. Please
Okay,
don't ask me to say any
favorite
dialogue.
scene from The Family Man and favorite scene from Ateet. Both.
Favorite scene from what?
Family Man and Ateet, both.
I think Family Man, I loved all the emotional scenes that I've shot with Manoj sir. The fight scenes and everything. I think they come more naturally to me. I love doing emotional scenes. They're my favorite. And Ateet also, I think Ateet was more fun. Was more like just friends getting together and shooting for the film. There also, I pretty much like the end, the climax scene of Ateet was my personal favorite. And yeah, so emotional scenes are my personal favorite from both.
Mridul wants to know if Manoj Bajpayee was shy when he had to do those scenes where he had to abuse in front of you. Was he shy or was he super cool?
No, I
And
think Shy and Manoj sir and Shy, I think, I mean, matlab, there's too much of a difference. He's bindas. He's very bindas, and he's like, acha, matlab, and he also obviously brings in his own flavor to the character, and a lot of what you've actually seen on Family Man. Okay, I can say this, that 80% was script, 20% is all improvisation from all the actors. And it's all because of Manoj sir, because you have to always be on your toes when you are working with Manoj sir, because when you're doing your rehearsals for the dialogues, he'll just bring in something. When you're actually done with all your lines, he'll bring in something and you have to actually react. But this is during rehearsal, but during the take it will be something else, so you're actually
wow.
prepared that he's going to say something, but then with take he says something completely different, and you're like, oh, okay, you didn't actually say this. But I got used to it from the second day, because first day I was like, sir, ye to nahi tha. He's like, arey, but main aisa hi hu. I was like, okay, sir. So I think next second day onwards, I got to know that Manoj sir is one person who, and Raj sir and DK sir are, they don't say cut. They just like, okay, let the scene flow. Let us see up where, up to jahan tak jayega, jane do usko. Even after the basic scene is done. So we are like, okay. And then we just add on, we just add our own this one. So Manoj sir will start with something. I will give something counter. Then he'll say something else. I will say something else. And the kids will say something else. Or if there's any other actor, they would probably add in something. So it's just half, as I said, 80% is script, 20 is just on the spot improvisations.
Yeah, there is a bloody tug of war between Hindi and South cinema. Like, we
Mm-hmm.
want more of Priya Money. They're saying, no, we want more of Priya Money. Why aren't you
Really?
doing more Hindi content? What is wrong?
But I am doing now.
Enough flights coming from Bangalore and Chennai to Bombay.
I've settled in Bombay now. I'm settled in Bombay now, by the way.
Well done. So then what is wrong?
So no, there's nothing wrong. I'm just waiting for the right script to come my way, right story to come my way, which I am doing right now. I mean, I've just finished shooting for my portions for Maidan, and
yeah.
I won't be able to talk about it much, because let the official talk come from from their side,
Yeah.
production side, then I'll be able to talk more. But yeah, I have finished my portions for Medan. They still have a more to shoot. Apart from that, yes, I Family Man season 2 will come up very soon. It's gonna come out in October probably. Audience, for people who are going on asking about season 2 release and things like that. Apart from that, I am listening to a lot of scripts, a lot of OTT for OTT platforms. I'm just taking my time so that the lockdown get lifted and let them say that it's safe enough to go back to normal, and then probably I'll make more announcements.
So if you had a specific role genre that you could pick, if God gave you that one wish, saying, "Chalo, jo karna chahti ho," what is that one role, one kind of genre, film, platform, maker
I
that
want
you
to
choose?
I want to play like an out and out negative shade, like a villain, negative, like on at par with the hero kind of a negative shade.
Do you have that mean
And
side to you? That do you have those mean streaks at all? Once in a
hell
while?
yeah, hell yeah.
What makes you angry?
And it actually depends, Sometimes I don't know, just for no rhyme or reason, I just get angry for something. It could be like a very silly thing that somebody's not done something for whatever I wanted. It's not happened. Like say on a professional, professionally, obviously, if I want something to be done and it's not done, if I want, say, my manager to go get something for me, and not manager, manager's assistant, obviously. And I say, did you get it? And they're like, oh, no, madam, I'm actually like here, I'll do this. That really pisses me off. I don't know why. I know that obviously they're also busy and they're not just there at my disposal sort of a thing, because obviously they have a lot of other artists that they handle and things like that. But I don't know, just this little stuff which if I don't get it when I want it, that probably like just pisses me off for that minute, but then after I'll be fine. I'll be like, okay, fine, when you're getting it, just let me know, kind of a thing. So yeah.
What's the one thing the world doesn't know about you yet? Priya, the
Nothing,
person.
my life is an open book. Everybody knows everything about me.
कुछ तो होगा यार.
ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं. I've always been an open book. I've always said everything what is needed to be said. So everybody knows everything about me. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to say that, oh, you know what, people don't know this, and this is what. So why would I want to say people don't know this so that they know about it? Tell me that.
Acha, I think there is
है ना?
something that you said a few years ago which will worry a lot of really good-looking young guys. You
Which
said
is?
you don't prefer Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise. You'd rather prefer Al Pacino. I think you said it in some other context. You said
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
I
they
remember.
used to, yeah, because they used to say, okay, so I'm so sorry to interrupt, but one of my friends from Bangalore, Martin, is online. Martin, hi. Martin D'Souza officially. He's actually now, he's a disc jock from karaoke expert in Bangalore. So anyway, yeah. So the context that I'd said that was because I think they asked me who was my favorite Hollywood actor or something, and I am not this typical person who says I like Brad Pitt. Oh my God, Tom Cruise. No, though they are fine actors. I mean, they've done some fine work. I do think that yes, they are good looking and things like that. But I'm not this typical girl who goes and says, "Oh my God, Brad Pitt," and have Brad Pitt posters on my room. I'm not that kind of a person. I prefer like a Robert De Niro or an Al Pacino. And I'm like, man, these guys, Jim Carrey for that matter, I think he's a fine actor. I think he can, I don't think there's anything he can't do. Tom Hanks. So they are more my kind of actors who I prefer. And not, I mean, the others who, like Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt and all, good for them. I'm not saying no. I mean, I like them, but I would prefer the other guys to these guys.
I'm
Second, tell
saying
me again.
closer home in the current
Hmm?
context. Who does Janvi, your character from Atit, prefer? Sanjay Suri or Rajiv Khandelwal?
Oh, that I think if people see Atit, they'll know. I won't say. If I say, then it's like revealing the whole plot, right?
Correct. So finally, before
Okay,
we
let
wrap
me
up,
put
it's
it
been
this way. I'd probably say, who would she choose? She would choose Sana. I'd say that. Sana is the girl who played
the
my
daughter.
daughter in the film. Yeah.
The daughter you've been spying on with some secret camera, apparently.
Hey, no. She's a very protective, feisty mother who'd do anything for her daughter. So, she'd protect, obviously, she'd protect her daughter. So anybody, if she thinks going to come in harm's way. If she thinks that Sana is going to be in harm's way, she's definitely going to do anything to protect Sana. So she choose Sana any day over anybody.
Excellent. It's been a fabulous conversation, Priya. But before
Thank
we say
you
bye,
for having me.
before
Yeah.
we say bye, you've got to give the audience across the country maybe a 2-line sales pitch on why they need to watch Ateet, your new horror thriller film on ZEE5.
First and foremost, because I think ZEE5 is such a fantastic platform which come out with original content, and I'm really grateful that ZEE5 came out and they released Ateet digitally. Though I do completely agree with what Sanjay said, saying that you should. I wish this had a theatrical experience as well, because I think it would be a different experience. Because as I said, see, this is not your typical horror film where you don't have a lot of eerie music, you don't have ghosts coming right at your face, screaming at your face, and you literally shitting bricks at that moment. But it slowly takes you in, pulls you through. It's very subtly taken. It's very if I can say, it's taken in a very English manner. So slowly just pulls you in, and you obviously and the camera work, the DOP has done a fabulous job, Mukesh, and as I said, there's not a lot of background score, so I do agree that background score is probably important in a film like this. But I think the way Tanuj has handled it, I think he knew what he wanted from each and every, like, he knew how the outcome of the scene would be. And obviously, when you have such good looking actors like Sanjay Suri and Rajiv Khandela, who wouldn't want to go and watch Ateet? Tell me that.
When you have Priya Mani, who will not watch? That's the bottom line. The whole world.
No, see, I was just trying to be modest in saying, giving more importance to Sanjay Suri and Rajiv Khandelwal. But thank you for your compliment.
I think you are the magnet for the viewers to go and watch it. So please, guys, whoever is around, please go and watch it. And I'm gonna make you promise me that we'll do a face-to-face interaction before Maidan comes out.
Definitely, for sure.
Done. I'm gonna message you from the Spotboy handle, and then we stay in touch.
Cool.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you so much for having me. Bye. Stay home, stay safe. Everybody, stay home and stay safe. Thank you so much.
Bye.
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 Bye.